A very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Singh Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb, have your pen and paper nearby so you could take notes and numbers that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Have your phone so you could store those numbers as well. You know, information that will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Hisham Costello. On behalf of the team, let me wish each and every one of you a beautiful day today. It's the middle of the work week. It's Wednesday, a rainy Wednesday, very overcast here in the San Juan area. Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, the 15th of November, 2023. It is a day and time we will never have the opportunity to ever have again in life. So don't waste your time. Don't procrastinate. Do something productive and constructive with your time, all right? If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And our quote says, the biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Oh, this is beautiful. The biggest adventure you can ever take is to live the life of your dreams. Once you have a dream, you and only you will be responsible for allowing that dream to become a reality and for living that dream. You could do that because once your dreams become alive and you live it, it becomes an adventure. You see, all part of who you are and the choices that you made, but more importantly, you lived it and the best way you knew how to. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out today. White Tent opposite Medford gas station. Daily deals, they're open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Safe and secure parking. Remember, for gift items, you know, for furniture, check them out. They've really got a wonderful, you know, options for you to choose from. Yeah. Remember to check out the food court. You could get nice, authentic food from India. Not forgetting the play area for your children. So make it a family affair. The entire family can go and, you know, spend some quality time at the Fab India Expo. Check them out today. Let's say a very good morning going out to Mr. Chankar Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. And, you know, Mr. Ramtahal has always proven to be such a helpful person, a light in many lights, because when you can't get a grant, you're deprived of so many things. He's been instrumental and so helpful in helping so many people get those grants that they so desire. And you know, even on the program, he's been helpful to all of us who are now aware what, you know, we were not aware of certain grants. He's now highlighting and shedding light so that you will be aware of the grants that are available that you can be entitled to. Sir, good morning and a warm welcome.
Thank you very much, Zelisa, and as usual, it is my pleasure to be here to share whatever information and knowledge I have to the benefit of our population.
Certainly, I'm looking at the rain this morning. I was thinking, oh gosh, because I was stuck in bumper to bumper traffic. And you know, when I saw Mr. Ram, I said, Mr. Ramtahal, I was concerned, and he said, well, it's the rain. He handled it so beautifully, yes, with such really a positive, you know, and it told me straight away that it's really how we take things.
That's right.
And how we apply it, and how we either allow it to get the worst of us or the best of us. And I admire that quality that you have. So it's nice having you with us despite the weather conditions. You're here, and we are ready to share information with the public when it comes to grants.
That's right. Okay, so you know, we are very much accustomed to the popular grants.
Yes.
The old age pension, the public assistance, the disability grants, and so on.
Right.
But there are many other additional grants that are available to members of the public,
Right.
which many of us, or many
May not be aware of.
That's right.
And we need it. And
That's
it
right.
could, you know, once you deserve it, you'll get it, you know.
That's
yeah.
right. So today we are dealing with the clothing grant, a dietary grant, and a domestic grant. So these are all additional grants that are available to members of the public,
Right.
who are deserving of it. All right. So we start off the clothing grant. The clothing grant, this grant provides assistance to victims of disaster to purchase essential items of clothing. All right.
So
The
that
grant-
might be, if you'll allow me,
yeah, sure.
because we are in the rainy season, we know what happens to some of our citizens with regards to flooding and things like that.
That's right.
And we may say, well, why not put things in place? But sometimes they can't. Where will they relocate? Where will they
Exactly.
go? Where
Exactly.
did they find the money to rebuild a house and things like that? And so we have some of our citizens hit by severe flooding and things like that, and they lose everything.
Yes.
So you now know that you could be entitled to a grant when it comes to clothing, all right?
That's right.
And
And
that would be like a fire as well?
that's right.
Good.
That's, I was
So
about to say
fire,
that. That's
flooding,
right.
disasters, once you could prove.
Yes. So this grant provides assistance to victims of disaster to purchase essential items of clothing.
Okay.
So if you would have had a fire or a flood that has taken away items of clothing and other,
Right.
you know, household items, you can apply for this grant.
Okay.
The grant is limited to the number of persons living in the home. All right?
Okay.
And the grant provides for persons who are affected by flooding and all other natural disasters.
Natural disasters.
Like fire
Okay.
and you know, and things like that. Okay? And
Okay.
So that
What's
is
the
clothing
cost of
grant.
that? What is the
It's-
how much do they get?
the maximum you get is $1,000 per person.
$1,000 per
per
person.
person.
Okay.
Now, these grants were introduced many years ago, and I think it is time that the authorities review the quantum of these grants.
Okay.
Because what $500 could have bought in a few years ago,
Correct.
that cannot happen again. So that I urge the authorities to review the quantum of these payments.
And I understand what you say, and I respect it and endorse it, but they're already not paying people their money. They have a whole whatever.
Yes.
To go and raise it now and give them high hopes and not, you know, they
You
need
know,
to get their house in
yes,
order.
it is- it-
but
it-
I
it
do
is sad.
respect what you're saying
Yes,
because it's
it is sad.
important.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is the clothing grant. Then we have the dietary grant. This grant assists clients who suffer from illnesses which require special diets. You know, there are certain medical conditions where you need specific diets, and therefore this grant is available for that. So, for example, renal patients and clients with uncontrolled diabetes. Those are two good of examples of those who may
And the
qualify.
thing is, Mr. Ramtal, the truth is, we are asked, and we should rather make the choice to eat healthier fruits and vegetables and things like that, to have a healthier lifestyle. The truth is, to eat healthier is much more costly than if you just go to the supermarket and pick up regular flour or regular everything,
Yes.
or pastas or things like that, regular rice. So if we are saying to our citizens and we are, you know, preaching and trying to tell people to eat healthier, it comes with a cost.
That's
So
right.
these things, I think, should be subsidized in some way,
Yes.
or assisted in some way by the authorities to bring down the cost, because they are extremely expensive. That's the truth.
And over the weekends, Al, I was somewhere and I saw a guy standing up and smoking. And I said, my gosh, what is this guy doing to himself? One, you're hurting your health, you're hurting your pocket, and you might be depriving your children of something that they would have wanted, and you can't buy it because you just spent the last change you have on cigarettes.
On a vice.
On a vice.
So
that's
you're
right.
no, it's a vice.
Yes,
it's an addiction.
exactly.
And the truth is, it could kill you.
It's hurting you. That's
yes,
right.
and it's also affecting the people that are around you,
you.
because secondhand smoke is dangerous.
Dangerous, just as
and so
primary
I love that you've raised that point, because those are the people who are asking for assistance, people who are compromised with regards to, you know, the less income and things
That's
like
right.
that. The truth is, you have to make some kind of sacrifice too. You can't be smoking how much packs of cigarettes a day, or drinking how much bottle of rum and drinking beers and going by
That's
whatever,
right. That's
and
right.
then you want to get help on the other hand. That is not right, and it doesn't add up. It's just not right.
And I
You're
raised,
very correct.
Yes, I raised that because actually I was standing, so I saw this guy lighting cigarette, and I say to myself,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, he's hurting himself, he's hurting his pocket,
But
he's depriving
I see
his
it
children.
too, and I say it, and I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it. You begging on one hand and complaining and saying things hard. Your child had to go to school, but every minute you're popping a cigarette in your mouth. It's
That's right.
accosted, and it's killing you. And you know what? It's disgusting to be around people that smoke.
It's dangerous for you as well.
It's dangerous. Second-hand smoke is terrible.
dangerous.
So great point.
Yes. All right. Then we have the dietary grant. This grant assists clients who suffer from illnesses which require special diets, as I said, like renal patients and clients with uncontrolled diabetes. It is only offered where the person has to purchase food and other items that are outside of what they would normally buy, and where they are unable to meet the cost of these items. So the dietary grant is $600 per month, which would assist you in buying the special food that would, you know, enhance your own health.
Good.
Right? And then we would deal with domestic help. The domestic help is $1,800 minimum for 3 months. That is where this grant facilitates the provision of a part-time domestic help for 3 months in the first instance, but not more than 6 months if deemed necessary to clients who are unable to perform normal household chores. For example, while recuperating from surgery and are unable to afford the cost of domestic assistance.
This is excellent.
It is.
Last night, I was talking to one of my aunts in Australia, and she has to do surgery on Friday morning. And so one of her kids live a couple hours away from her. She's in Sydney, and then another child is in Canada. So she's alone there in the Sydney,
Yes.
Melbourne area. And so, you know, there's reason for concern. I was saying, Auntie,
Of
you know, how
course.
you go? And she said, don't worry, because everything is in place for her after her surgery. When she goes home, the government would have put things in place for her to have an attendant to help out her,
Excellent.
take care of her meals, and even someone to come and clean her house. All this has been in place. And this is why people tend to want to leave Trinidad, for these sorts of, you know, things and benefits that they get out of Trinidad,
Oh, yeah.
you know. And so it's nice to know that we also, even though it's for just 3 months, the fact is our citizens now can be aware that you can qualify for somebody to come and
assistance.
help you.
That's right.
Because it's very difficult when you have children who are working, for them to give up their job, because that income is important to help pay the bills and maintain and things like that. So if you can apply and qualify to get this assistance, it's great.
You see, and what it does, it aids your recovery, because you do not have to get up and get this and do that. You
Yes,
know, there's somebody there to help you.
precisely so.
It fastens, it quickens
Yes.
your
Of
recovery.
course, of
Yeah.
course. So it's important. Now, this information this morning is really great information. To now you can qualify for a dietary grant.
That's right.
You could qualify for a clothing grant and domestic help,
domestic
which I'm
help.
sure will be extremely helpful to you all. Questions already started coming in, Mr. Amtahal. But before I start asking you the questions and I open up the telephone line, let's go to these important messages, reminding you that I am in conversation with Mr. Chankar Ramtahal. He's a social welfare advisor. He's here to advise us about grants that are available, or, you know, if you are experiencing any sort of issues and problems, then when we return, you can call and speak with him, and he will guide you accordingly. Let's go to these important messages. Stay with us.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the Fashion House of Trinidad, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India InStyle Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India InStyle Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with Mr. Chankar Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. And of course, he's here to lend, support and to give proper, instructions and advice on how you can qualify for grants and things like that. Now, if you may have any questions, any concerns, you can WhatsApp 3847142, 3847142, or you can send me a WhatsApp message. I'll read it to Mr. Ramtal, or you could call. Now I'm asking you, please remember, if you're calling via television or radio, take the volume of your television down, take the volume of your radio down, then call, speak into the phone, listen into the phone as well. All right, Mr. Ramtahal, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
And we go straight to our questions. Okay. Good morning, Zelisa. I am from the Tunapuna district. I am collecting public assistance. They stopped the money from April to August and started back in September. When I asked them why, she said that I'm not entitled and they could stop it and start back whenever they want. I'm applying for old age pension after this month. I don't know if any redress could happen. And when, okay, I'm not going to read this. All right, thank you. Mr. Ramtal, what do you say?
But she has to inquire exactly why she didn't get for that period. There must be an explanation, and one of it went through the. I would discuss it with you. I would discuss in a future program what a social worker is about, the qualities of a social worker, what is expected of a social worker. A social worker is supposed to be a helping person. Not
social.
Yes, that's right. And that person should be given a reason why he or she didn't get the grant for that period.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. To you and Dr. Ramsal, what an informative program. Thank you. What is your question, please? My question is, my husband was diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. He has the approval from the government to do the dialysis.
Right.
He gets NIS. He's 74 years, I'm 64. I would like to know if he's entitled to any of the grants you spoke about. Thank you, and God bless both of you for a wonderful show.
Okay, may I ask you a question? Is he going to do the dialysis at home or he's going to do it privately or at the hospital?
He started in the hospital.
Okay, darling. I wish him a
In
speedy
December.
recovery. Okay, I wish you all him a speedy recovery, yeah? Mr. Ramtal.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
How old he?
Yeah.
How old
He's
he?
74.
Right.
She's 6. Yeah.
So he can qualify for a reduced pension because he's getting NIS.
Right. So he's getting NIS, which is something that he
contributed to. That's
towards.
right.
Now, I need to ask on their behalf, with regards to the fact that it's kidney, he's been diagnosed with kidney disease, he's going on dialysis, would he be then entitled to any sort of grant, let's say a dietary grant? Because, you know, you need special food and you need
Yes.
special medication.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Okay, good.
can.
Excellent.
And he will also qualify for a reduced pension because he's getting NIS. So he will qualify for a
For
reduced
pension. Okay, great. I wanted to find out, my brother has not received his pension 3 months now. He's 73, he did not sign up on time, which he would normally do yearly, but he did sign up at the beginning of October and still nothing as yet. Just a little knowledge as to why this happened.
Because he did not sign up on time. That you call that the life certificate exercise, where once a year you go in a particular month and you indicate just to indicate that you're alive and living in Trinidad and that your pension shall continue. But he went late, so it was terminated for a while. And since he has gone back and reactivated it, it will take a little while to start back, and he will get all the money that he didn't get.
Okay, great.
Yes,
all right.
she will get
So Gayatri, have a great day. Thank you for your kind words, darling, and God's choices, blessings. All right. Is the general assistance grants only for people who are over 65 years of age?
No. The general assistance grant, to qualify for that, you must indicate, well, investigations must show that you are in need. You can't be receiving a big sum of money at the end of the month and apply and get through. No.
Okay.
Remember, all our grants are designed to assist persons who are experiencing some measure of need.
Right. So you must be in a situation where you genuinely need it.
That's right.
And that's why you have people who rig the system.
Yes.
And it's very unfortunate because we really have people who genuinely they desperately need this money and the assistance.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
3847-142, 3847-142, questions, concerns, comments. If you would like to call as well, just remember to take the volume down on your television, down on your radio. You can call in. Mr. Ramtahal will be more than happy to guide you and answer those unanswered questions. So reminding you today, we started off talking about the general assistance grants,
Right, yeah.
like the dietary. You can qualify for the dietary once proven that you need it.
That's
I'm
right.
sure doctor will have to
Yeah,
authorize
that's right, yes.
that you genuinely need this assistance. The clothing grant, reminding you if you've been any sort of disaster like flooding or a fire or something of the sort, you can qualify for that. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, Zelisa, and good morning, Mr. Ramtahal.
Good morning.
I just have one question.
Sure.
I have somebody who needs a grant for eye surgery. Would they be qualified for that?
For eye surgery?
Yes.
Okay, how old is the
Would they be
person?
able to get I believe she's probably in her 50s.
Okay. Mr. Ramtahal,
No, there is no grant for eye surgery.
nothing for grand surgery.
No.
Okay.
For eye surgery.
I just want to know.
It's,
So,
but if you
Because
go,
she lived with her ex-husband, and she's very sick, and
yeah.
I just
So,
want to know if I could get any assistance for
yeah.
her.
So let me ask, would she be if she's having eye surgery, would she then get some kind of help with an assistant
yes.
after recovery?
Yes.
So you understand there are other grants that she could qualify for that will help her. You understand?
And she could have it done through the public institutions like the hospital or the,
Right?
if it's available
and
in the
then
health
she may
office.
be able to qualify for some kind of help after.
Yeah, after, yeah. All right?
Okay.
So explore your options.
Okay. I just tried to find out if any way I could get in here help her because
she unable to move around a lot, and her husband have a vehicle that don't really work well.
Okay. All right, darling. So there are other grants. All right. God bless. Have a great day, and we wish her speedy recovery. Good morning and welcome. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Miss Zelisa?
Yes, dear.
Yes, I'm so happy to get you all today. You would know how much.
Oh,
My husband died last month, and just last month, and with the funeral, he paid NIS and he got some money, and then he retired, and he never used to get anything. So I want to know if he cannot get the funeral grant from the NIS.
Sure. Once he has made 25 contributions, he would get that that funeral grant.
So what we have to go into them before the funeral, or
No.
go after?
You could go after, surely.
Yeah, because if he died last month.
He contributed to that.
Yeah.
Right.
And once he have made 25 contributions,
Right.
he'll be entitled to $7,500.
So
Not him, but the person who would have undertaken the funeral.
Which would be his wife. So
Yes.
let me ask you a question. He passed last month, right? Let me say this to you. Once he's made 25 contributions to NIS, you would be entitled to 7,500. So you can go in and let them know. I think you would have to take the death certificate.
Yes, the death certificate.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sure that 7,000 will help you.
Am I entitled to any pension?
No.
Am I entitled to get a pension too?
How old are you?
I am 76.
Yes, yeah.
Are you getting old age pension or any other pension?
Old age pension.
Yes, old age pension.
You're getting pension already?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
she's
well,
76.
Okay, darling. Well, you could go in and find out from NIS about that
The funeral grant.
funeral grant.
For your
Okay.
husband, yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. I'm so happy to get you.
Oh, have a good day and please accept my condolences. And all right, dear.
Thank you.
Take care, darling. Be good. Bye, love. Bye. Thanks for looking at the show. 3847-142, 3847-142. Questions, concerns, comments. You could send your WhatsApp messages or you can call Mr. Amtahar. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions or concerns you may have. I'll also check the WhatsApp messages from our radio phone when we return. Mr. Amtahal, what is important is that, and you see, people are still not aware.
Yes.
People are still not aware. For instance, that lady wasn't even aware that she could get that 7,500. Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
Morning.
I want to get a little information when somebody died for the death.
When somebody dies, what?
Yeah, from social welfare, when they get their grant to do burial.
Okay. If the person would have contributed at least 25 NIS contributions, you'd be...
No, he's talking about the general grant from the government, not
Oh, okay, well then yes. If
how do they qualify?
once there is some measure of need, the social welfare department can assist with a burial grant.
Yeah, but what sort of documents?
What is the criteria?
Well, of course, the person's ID, the person who's applying has to provide his or her ID card, the death certificate, all right, and proof of address.
Okay.
And a quotation from the funeral agency.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
have a
and
nice
you
day.
could possibly get, is it 7,000?
7,000.
7,000, which will assist in the burial of the person deceased, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
You're
You're
welcome.
most welcome, sir. That's what the program has been designed to do, help those of you understand what you're entitled to or perhaps what you're not entitled to. 3847-142, this is the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramthal, Social Welfare Advisor, to this caller. We've got to take a short break. When we return, we continue our conversation. We continue to take your calls, or you can send your WhatsApp messages. I'll read it to Mr. Ramthal. I'll also address those messages that came in via WhatsApp via U975FM. Let's go to these important messages.
Charan's Bookstore for all your school books, stationery items, uniforms, shoes, board games, toys, and much more. Visit them at any of their 3 branches located at 24 Eastern Main Road, Quezay, San Juan. Telephone number 675-9024 or 675-3607. 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, 663-1884, 663-1476, or 645-3878. Trin City Mall, Trin City. Contact them at 640-3155.
Calm down, calm down.
Check out Charan's Bookstore.
Looking for an adventure? Then come to Massa Nature Park. There are scenic spaces for picnics, adults and kids swimming pools, apartments for rent, huts for cooking, liming, and beautiful nature trails for hikes. Business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Conveniently located at Brasso, Grand Couva. Contact us at 777-4531 or 335-0183. Let the fun begin.
Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
The San Juan Business Association presents its 33rd Christmas Dinner and Dance. Live entertainment with a premium all-inclusive bar on Saturday, 9th December at the Mahatma Gandhi Institute for Cultural Cooperation, Uriah Butler Highway, Mount Hope, from 7 p.m. Contribution $650. For more information, call 775-6797 and 770-7473.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramthal, Social Welfare Advisor, and today he's here to advise us about grants that, that we can qualify for those who need. Welcome back, sir. Let me go straight to our telephone line. And reminding those that you can call us at 3847-142, or you could send your WhatsApp messages. I'll read it to Mr. Ramthal. Can I have the number up there, please? Great. Okay. It says, hi, good morning. God bless you always for educating us. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I have a granddaughter from the age of 2 days old. She has been in my care. I applied for public assistance for her. I was told I have to adopt her. Now that I am told that because I will be soon getting pension, I will have to take care of her with my pension because of the means test. Please help. Okay, so this lady, with the goodness of her heart, she's been taking care of her grandchild since the child is 2 days old. I gather the child is now grown because you are now, however, old, and you are now going to apply. So she was advised to adopt the child. Apparently she never did. I'm not sure if she did. She didn't indicate that here.
To legalize the relationship.
Yeah. How could she get help?
Well, what they do is she has to apply for public assistance for the child.
Okay.
Yeah. She would get her pension and, you know.
I would
she
say
could-
this to you though. I'm going to share Mr. Ramtal's number at the end of the program. My advice is that you call him, speak with him one-on-one and let him advise you what to do to guide you the right way. Yeah? Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
First, I want to say to you that you're doing a very good program. I've
Thank
been
you.
watching this program whenever I get time with my husband.
Thank you.
Right? Let me state first, my husband is a diabetic, okay? And he's on the stage to get dialysis really soon, right? He's about to start it really, really soon. Now he's under NIS. But what I want to say to you is that I have, my husband and I, we have a son who is in, who's going to school. He is 12 years at the appointed time. Now he's a good student. Myself now, I am a hypertensive case with other little arthritis problem and so forth.
Right.
Both my husband and I in the clinic for to collect CDAP and stuff. Anyhow,
Okay.
I have tried to get something for my son and myself.
Right.
But they told me that I did not qualify. Okay. I'm trying to get something for my son and myself because to come out and do something on my own is very hard right now, being my husband in this condition and stuff. So tell me how to go about to get something containing help, some form of help for my son and myself. As they told me I did not qualify and my paper is under review. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
You too. Your husband is doing dialysis at the hospital, or is he going to do it at home? Oh, I
Oh, she
didn't.
hung up,
Yeah.
yeah.
A speedy recovery to your husband. Mr. Ramtal, what do you say to her?
I suspect she could qualify for a grant, but I don't have enough information.
Yeah, he
so-
would need to speak with you
Yes.
one-on-one to ask you some further questions to help determine what you could qualify for with regards to help for your child who is 12 years old. And then your husband, you see, these are real life situations that people are, you know. My suggestion to that last call is when I share his number, have your pen and paper ready so you could call him later on and he would advise you accordingly. Good morning. I don't understand. Good morning. She's supposed to get survivor's benefit from NRB as the widow. Okay. This person is an ex-employee of the National Insurance Board. I would love to have you on the program. If you have knowledge,
Yes.
let me extend. Because so many people are calling me and asking me questions about
NIS.
NIS, and I would really appreciate. I mean, I had a very good relationship with Mr. Hubert Dolsing many years ago. I did a program with him and it was a super hit. This was on radio at another frequency many years ago. It went on for many years and he was like, but I don't know if he migrated. I know he was elder. I've been trying to get a hold of him, but I mean, Mr. Hubert Dolsing was a walking institution. He knew, I mean, he knew the system because he was there from the inception. So he was excellent at answering these questions. So ma'am or sir, if you have knowledge and you know you would like to come on the program, I'd love to have you so we could assist people and answer those questions. Yeah? Good. All right. Let's go to this. Good morning. I'm getting pension. I want to go for a holiday in the United States of America. Good on you. Could I go for 2 months? Yeah, you could go. You could go for as long as you want. But Mr. Ramtal, I need you to get involved here.
Yes.
What do you say to this person?
We do not contribute to the social welfare benefits.
Right.
Like we do national insurance or work pension and things like that, right?
Right.
So therefore, old age pension, public assistance and other social welfare grants are given to citizens as an act from government to ensure that our senior citizens do not live in poverty, all right, or do not live in destitution.
Right.
So it's an act offered by government to assist in your upkeep while you are living in Trinidad and Tobago, not while you are away.
Right.
You could go away for a month or less than a month.
And you will get.
And you will get it.
Right.
Okay?
But in as much as you want to go for
And
2
if you
months.
go, yeah, that's right, you will be in trouble. You're not entitled to the grant if you spend more than a month outside of the country.
So, happy holidays to
That's
you. Go
right.
and have a great time. I could do it a little holiday right now. All right. Oh, well, thank you very much. This person knows who she is and a very honest and kind person. Thank you so much. 3847142 questions, concerns, comments. Please feel free to call us. Just remember to take the volume down on your radio or your television when you're calling. And of course, or you can send your WhatsApp messages. I will read it to Mr. Ramtahal and he will answer you accordingly. Mr. Ramtahal started off this morning by sharing with us some important information with regards to a dietary grant, a clothing grant, and a domestic help grant. And these are available for those of you who qualify and who genuinely need these grants to help you. The dietary, of course, with special, you know, if you're on a special diet and you need that grant, you could get help with that. A clothing, whether you were flooded out, a fire, or any other natural disaster, you know, once you prove, you'll be able to, you're entitled to that, as well as domestic help with regards to helping you recuperate after a surgery
Or some form of illness.
Or some sort of illness, all right, which I'm sure would be very helpful for many people out there. Mr. Ramtahal.
I was thinking recently, Zal, that one of my near future program will be the qualities of a social worker. Because we have a lot of issues with the behavior of social workers. Social workers are supposed to be helping persons. You understand? And some of them, they don't have the mannerism, they don't have the attitude, you know, they don't have the decorum to deal with needy persons. When people are needy, they're very sensitive. You have to be kind to them, you have to be nice to them.
It's not what you say, it's how
You say it. That's right.
Good morning, how can I help you? Have some sort of empathy and understanding that these people are sick, they're compromised, they're facing ills in society, they're having challenges with finances, with lack of Medicaid, all sorts, housing, all sorts of things they're bombarded with. And understand that they're coming there for help from the government, not you.
And they would have
So
contributed to the development of this country.
Of course. You could be there one day, it could be your mother, your brother, it doesn't matter. You're in a job, do your job the best way you know how to. Act of kindness, a little smile, a little understanding.
Yeah.
Respect your job, be grateful that you have a job and do it the right way. Gosh, man.
And a lot of supervisors supervise from their office.
Great show, so informative. Thank you very much to that person, appreciate that very much. Good morning, Zelisa and Mr. Ramtahal. Excellent program as usual. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to confirm, please, if my mother is an old age pensioner and passes, mother pass, can I go to social welfare to apply for the death benefit grant of 7,000 to assist with her burial? However, how long does it take to obtain the grant when I apply? Thank you kindly. Mr. Ramtahal, what do you say?
It can happen in two ways. It can happen either through a burial order before the person is buried, or a burial grant after the person is buried. You can apply for the grant.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that person, do you understand? Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, Zelisa from Mr. Ramtahal.
Good morning, sir.
I'm just calling to congratulate you both of you all on the wonderful work you do and continue to do. You are so wonderful and appreciate it so much. And people in this country need people like you also do these things. But a lot of people don't understand the intricacies of getting the welfare and all these things. So I hope that God bless you all, give many years to do this and strength. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
I
sir.
really welcome your blessings. God bless you as well, and thanks for, recognizing and taking the time to do that, yeah?
And he just made my day as well.
Me as well, people, yeah. Sitaram, my husband is an okay, let me read this. Sitaram, my husband is an end-stage renal patient. He's made 1,100 NIS contribution. Now, we're not talking about NIB because Mr. Ramtal is talking about social welfare. He's a social welfare advisor. All right, so I understand your question. I understand how you feel with your husband diagnosed with end stage, but we're not talking about NIS. All right, we're trying to get somebody to do that for us. Yeah. Okay. So the question with this person is, how will they know if you stayed 2 months? I'm thinking of the person who's going on vacation for 2 months. How will they know if you stayed 2 months? Do you have to report yourself you're going on a vacation? Sometimes you go for a short time, then you extend. True. So how do they know if you stayed 2 months? Do you have to report it yourself or you're going on a vacation? Yeah?
Yeah, we have...
Well, they'll know at your passport.
Passport, that's right.
Yeah? Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, Zelisa.
Morning.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question, please?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What is your question?
I have a big problem. I pay NIS contribution of 1,500.
Okay, love. We're not.
And I know you're not talking about
we're not,
NIS,
and I don't
but
want to break the rules. If we're not talking about it, I can't give for one and then don't give for the other. We have to be fair. So I'm not being disrespectful. I just want to be fair to everybody. Peter, what I can't give Peter, I can't give Paul. You follow what I'm saying? I need to be respectful of that. So please understand that as well. When we get somebody who is specialized with the national insurance, then I'll open up the lines to answer all the questions. But please understand that Mr. Ramtal is discussing social welfare. With that, let's go to these messages.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the fashion house of Trinidad, located opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India Install Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India Install Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramtal, who's a social welfare advisor. Mr. Ramtal served this land for many years in that department in social welfare. He was a manager there, so he knows the system very well, and this is what he specializes in, all right? So today we're talking about social welfare grants that you could, you could qualify for, all right? Any questions, any concerns regarding social welfare, please feel free to send a WhatsApp message 3847142, or you could call in and Mr. Ramtal will be happy to advise you accordingly. All right, so questions? Okay. Good morning, Zelisa. I had a debt of a pensioner, went to the office for the funeral grant and was told the funeral has to cost $7,000 and you have to prove you can't afford to bury your dead. I walked away as no funeral these days costs $7,000. Not sure if the representative gave me the correct information. What do you say?
That's the grant that is available from the Social Welfare Department.
But why?
All right.
What happened?
That's the quantum of the grant, $7,000.
Right, but with regards to, they were saying that it has to cost $7,000 in order. Was that the correct information? So the person walk away with nothing, you know, had to get standard expenses themselves.
But what that person should have done is to speak to a senior officer, all right? And they would issue the burial order, and if there's any difference, any additional payment, they could have provided that. You understand? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a person who would like to go for vacation for 2 months. I forgot to mention my daughter and son-in-law who they are paying for her ticket or his ticket. I will not use any of my pension money. It is my first time. I'm asking for advice. Thanks to you both. Yeah. Whether, please, if it doesn't matter who is paying for your ticket, and I'll let the expert deal with this. Could you please help this person who wants to go for 2 months receiving pension, and I don't think this person, so could you kindly explain again, once you leave for more than a month, please explain.
This reminds me that recently I had to go to the Shoguna's office. A person died on the 2nd of November, and a junior officer told the person that she has to bring back the check. So the person went to the bank, get a refund of that check, and bring it to the office. Then contacted me, and I had to go to the supervisor to inform the supervisor that this is, well, the supervisor knew it was wrong. If you live 1 day in the month, you are entitled to that allowance for the month.
Okay.
Similarly, if you go away and you spend 1 day in the month here, you're entitled to it. But if you spend any period of like the entire month, you're not entitled to that month. And I draw reference to that. That's why
So to this person, I know it's the first time and you want information. Once you're out of the country for more than a month, you will not be entitled to the pension. When you return to the country, you'll get your pension.
Yes.
Fair? Is that the correct thing? Right. Now, I'm presently getting my pension, but I submitted my bank information, and up to this date, it's not going on my account. How long does it take to go through? Thank you so much. When did you apply? How long has it been so far? Great show as usual. Thank you.
I can tell you. A lot of times, Zelisa, you see the offices are at fault. They keep pensioners submit their form to have their money go to the bank, and it stays on a desk there for sometimes weeks and sometimes months. And that all it takes is submission to the bank, to the head office, to have the checks generated to the bank account.
Okay. Good morning. I am a fire victim where my kitchen caught on fire due to poor electrical wiring. I was given a letter to give to social welfare for assistance since 2019. Went many times, but up to now, no help. What must I do? I'm a pensioner. And this person got a letter from the ODPM as well.
That, again, the level of supervision is not thorough. So that person must have been dealing with a junior officer who doesn't know what to do or how to go about assisting the person. I suggest that person asks to speak to the supervisor.
Yeah, go back, even though it's 2019, Mr. Ramtahal. Yeah? Please, or call Mr. Ramtahal at the end of the program later on today. I'll share the number and let him advise you. Good morning and welcome. Thanks for holding.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
It's a great show. I just wanted to clarify something.
Sure.
Concerning the assistance disaster, the grant for natural disaster.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned fire. Is that fire is it strictly like, for example, a bushfire that you have got your home, or does that also include if for somebody there's arson, for example, suspicion of arson, and you suffer the effects of it?
Right.
Would you be eligible for that grant?
Yes, that's a form of disaster.
Natural disasters like bushfires and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll listen off your time.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Yes, Mr. Ramtahal said yes, it's a form of disaster. Bushfire is a disaster. And to that person, again, I want to go back to 2019 with that fire in the kitchen. You see, I'm agreeing with Mr. Ramtahal. If you don't get through, you don't feel that you get the answers that you are seeking when you go there. Ask nicely, may I speak to a manager or the supervisor, please? In a nice way, you know, and try to explain to them. Good morning and welcome.
Morning. I'm going to tell you something. I be real. I don't come. I don't know why I ain't calling you for that. Well, I'm 6 in it, right? This thing is 1,000, 2,000, I have politics in it. All you go say, I go say, I know about it. I know how people working, and watching different people don't get the money, and different people can't get the money. That's how the system works. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. And you know, I want to say, I understand what you're saying, and I respect your opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion and to express yourself as a citizen. You're entitled to that. And you know, there's speculation. People say that way. There's no harm, but there's speculation that it happens. Again, square pegs in wrong holes, and if you know somebody in there, it's easy for you to get. You know, it's simple. You know, I know a lot of people say that there are people who do not deserve a food card. These people don't deserve a food card, but yet they're getting food card. And then you have people who really need a food card, cannot even open their cupboard and know what they're cooking today.
And Zelisa, what happened recently in Tobago? You remember the last election in Tobago?
Yes.
Food cards were given vushi la vache. You understand? So people have a right to say that.
They're entitled to.
Yes. It's a fact.
Good morning. My mother died 7 years ago. Can I make a claim still?
No.
Not 7 years
Not
after.
7 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, you're asking because for asking
Yes.
sake, now that you know it there. But no, how long after then? That's a good question.
Within
with
a few months, maybe 2 or 3 months.
Right. So be mindful try to do it within
For the
within
latest,
the month.
yes.
You know, let me tell you, it's very difficult for people to it's very, very difficult for people to cope.
Yes.
Or to move on
Yeah.
after a loved one
I
has
agree, I
passed.
agree.
Very, very difficult. Yeah. So 3847-142 questions, concerns, comments. 3847-142 questions, concerns, comments. You could send your WhatsApp messages. And I'm going to share Mr. Ramtahal's number. Do you have your pen and paper ready or your phone? Mr. Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. Lock it in, save it. Let's go to this phone call. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Great show.
Thank you.
My husband, he got his foot. He had diabetes and he got surgery on his foot, right?
Right.
And they said, the doctor said he'll be down for 3 months or so. Can I apply for disability grant for him? I also have a 15-year-old who is attending college. I'll be listening. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So he's down for 3 months. Would she get
No.
some kind of help?
To get disability, to get disability assistance, the condition must be permanent.
Okay, understood. Not down for a certain amount of time.
He or she can
Okay.
qualify for public assistance for a short period, not disability.
So they could get some other sort of assistance. My suggestion is that you call Mr. Ramtahal so that he could advise you where or which one would, you could apply for that will help you out. Because like you say, you've got a 15-year-old, if your husband is not working, you have no money for 3 months, how are you going to buy food, how are you going to survive? I'm sure there's some sort of grant that could help you within that time. So remember, Mr. Ramtahal's number is 753-5264. 753-5264. You can call him, be reasonable with the time that you're calling, and he would advise you accordingly. Yeah, 753-5264. Mr. Ramtahal, your closing comments today.
Zelisa, as usual, it is my pleasure to be here, to share whatever information I have for the benefit. We get several calls, and that indicates that people out there, they would like to have information as to go forward, in trying to improve their circumstances.
Certainly.
So it's my pleasure to be here.
And again, my heartfelt thanks. I'm full of gratitude for you taking time. I know that you're very busy. You give back so much.
Yes.
You work out of MP's office as well, where you help so many people. And I really want to applaud you.
Thank you.
Because you retired, you could travel, you could do what you want to do.
Exactly.
You have 2 children that are doctors, one is a lawyer.
Yes.
You could rock back, but you still give back to
Yeah.
society. May God continue to bless you. I thank you on behalf of all the people that you've helped and you continue to help. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much, sir. God bless.
Thank you, and you have a lovely week ahead.
You as well. We see you next week.
Thank
So
you.
remember, Mr. Ramtahal's number is 753-5264. 753-5264. My dear friends, please be good law-abiding citizens. Do what is right. You have a conscience. What you give is what you get in return. All right? So do what is right at all times. You have got a choice. Make the right choice for you, because there are consequences to our choices. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Have yourselves a safe and blessed day today. We've got to repeat at 3 o'clock. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Bye.